When considering the safety and health implications of cosmetics, particularly lipsticks, which can be especially rich in color, it's important to understand the potential dangers associated with synthetic dyes. These dyes are prevalent in many cosmetic products and can pose various risks to users, including allergic reactions, skin irritation, and long-term health concerns. Is zeroing in on cosmetic dyes mere fear-mongering? In response to these concerns, some people might question if highlighting these risks amounts to fear-mongering and why regulatory bodies don't put a halt to the use of potentially harmful dyes if they are indeed dangerous. Firstly, let's differentiate between responsible awareness and fear-mongering. Raising concerns about synthetic dyes is based on documented cases and scientific studies that have shown potential health risks. Again, these risks can include allergic reactions, skin irritations, and in some cases, links to more severe health issues. The intention behind highlighting these risks is to inform and empower consumers to make utmost safe choices, not to induce fear. Our official regulatory bodies wouldn't allow dangerous toxins? As for regulatory oversight, the cosmetics industry is regulated to varying degrees across different countries. In some regions, the regulations might be strict and proactive, while in others, they might be less stringent. Example: USA versus EU in cosmetic regulation. When comparing regulatory oversight in different regions, a stark contrast is often noted between the United States and the European Union in terms of how they regulate cosmetic ingredients, including synthetic dyes. In the United States, the Food and Drug Administration, FDA, is responsible for regulating cosmetics. However, the agency's authority is notably less stringent than its counterparts in Europe. The FDA does not require pre-market approval for most cosmetics or their ingredients, with the exception of color additives. As a result, the responsibility largely falls on manufacturers to ensure the safety of their products. The United States has banned or restricted only a relatively small number of substances in cosmetics. This approach is often criticized for being reactive rather than proactive, as it sometimes relies on post-market regulation, where products are only examined after complaints or problems arise. The European Union takes a more precautionary approach to cosmetic regulation. The EU has one of the strictest regulatory frameworks. It prohibits or restricts over 1,300 chemicals in cosmetics, a significant contrast to the few banned in the United States. The EU's list includes many substances that are considered carcinogens, mutagens, or toxic for reproduction, as well as other substances of concern. In the EU, products and their ingredients must undergo a safety assessment before they can be sold. Additionally, the EU requires more rigorous labeling, including the listing of all ingredients. The EU's precautionary principle tends to err on the side of caution, favoring bans or restrictions if there is any indication that a substance could be harmful. On the other hand, the U.S. system often requires more concrete evidence of harm before taking regulatory action. For consumers, this difference means that a product available on the market in one region may not be approved or might have a different formulation in another region. It also underscores the importance of being an informed consumer, understanding the regulations in one's region, and considering the standards set by other international bodies when making choices about cosmetic products. But even in countries with rigorous safety standards, certain substances may not be fully banned, but rather restricted or only allowed in specific quantities. It's also worth noting that the cosmetics industry is vast and rapidly evolving, with new products and ingredients continuously being developed. This makes comprehensive regulation challenging. Additionally, in some cases, the long-term effects of certain ingredients might not be fully understood, or may only become apparent after prolonged use or exposure, complicating regulatory actions. Regulatory bodies often require substantial evidence of harm before they can take action, which can take time to accumulate. Also, not so pretty truth be told, the cosmetics industry is a significant economic sector, and therefore, regulatory changes can have extensive financial implications, leading to resistance from industry stakeholders. It's also imperative to understand that while regulatory bodies work to ensure a certain level of safety, their standards are often a baseline. Consumers looking for the highest degree of safety might choose to adhere to more stringent personal standards, choosing products that go beyond the minimum regulatory requirements. As individuals, then, it's ultimately on each of us to decide what we approve and disapprove of in cosmetics. Chemical-free cosmetics. Still, buyer beware. What you're allergic or sensitive to is unique to you. As we highlight on HealYes.co, it's possible to be allergic or sensitive to good ingredients, so knowledge of what your skin and health acumen can tolerate extends far beyond any regulatory framework. Each of us must deep dive into our own personal health profiles and tolerances. Being aware of the potential risks associated with any and every ingredient, from so-called healthy ingredients to controversial synthetic dyes, and understanding the regulatory landscape helps consumers make more informed choices. It encourages individuals to read labels carefully, seek reputable sources of information, and consider the safety and ethics of the products they entrust. This awareness is not about spreading fear, but about promoting education, health, and well-being in personal beauty and care routines. Dye-free. Is organic the answer? Organic lipsticks are a favorable choice for those concerned about the safety of their cosmetics as far as GMO and pesticide usage goes with agricultural ingredients. But, while this might surprise many, organic products can still have ingredients you might not approve of. Terms like natural, all-natural, non-comedogenic, hypoallergenic, and for sensitive skin are frequently used in the marketing of cosmetic products, but it's important to note that these terms are not strictly regulated. This means that virtually any brand can use these labels, often without substantiating the claims. Read our article on HealYes.co titled Hypoallergenic, Non-Comedogenic, The Terms Can Be Marketing Ploys. When shopping for organic lipsticks, or any cosmetic product for that matter, it's imperative to read the ingredients panel closely. Look for products that are transparent about their components, and avoid those with synthetic dyes and questionable chemicals. Trustworthy companies like HealYes will label products truthfully, providing consumers with the necessary information to make informed decisions. Opting for organic, cruelty-free, and non-nanoparticle ingredients can help reduce the risk of exposure to potentially harmful substances. Please read our related HealYes article titled, Do Cosmetic Companies Fully Disclose Ingredients? In addition to avoiding synthetic dyes, consider looking for lipsticks with uncoated non-nanoparticle minerals. These provide color and coverage without the risks associated with smaller nanoparticle minerals, which can purportedly penetrate the skin and potentially enter the bloodstream. By choosing products with larger particle minerals that sit on the skin's surface, you can enjoy vibrant colors, foundations, and more while feeling as if you're making a better safety decision. A HealYes. Comprehensive approach to cosmetic safety. It's beneficial to support brands committed to ethical practices and environmental sustainability. Cruelty-free products, which are not tested on animals, and those with eco-friendly and minimal packaging, are not only better for your health, but also kinder to the planet. And remember, vegan and vegetarian do not inherently mean cruelty-free, and vice versa, cruelty-free does not inherently imply vegan or vegetarian. This is another deep dive into understanding cosmetic labeling and what you, the wise consumer, need and expect from your makeup and wellness products. We have many articles on this topic nestled within the cruelty-free and vegan education section on HealYes.co. To further learn about the composition and safety of cosmetics, consider resources like the HealYes video series on iron oxides, a common mineral and natural makeup colorant, and other cosmetic ingredients. Such educational content can provide deeper insights into what goes into your makeup and how it affects your skin and health. Do consider subscribing to our YouTube channel for continual updates and spotlights on the ingredients we're often face-to-face with and how these ingredients positively or negatively affect you. In a nutshell, educating yourself, reading labels carefully, and choosing products from reputable sources such as HealYes, you can enjoy beauty and color with utmost confidence. Visit us at HealYes.co and use code YouTube for a discount. Happy healthy shopping!